All right, tonight, welcome everybody to another episode of the Power Hour, featuring me, the one and only Steve Aaron, and of course, you know, the urban sensation, the man known as C. Red. Special guest tonight, all the way from somewhere in the land of Michigan, is the man who surprised everybody and shocked the world October 3rd when the Chicago Connection showed up in force and laid down a challenge like we have never seen before. So, Powered for TV, I hope you're ready. Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, I hope you're ready, because it's the one and only. It is the man. It is the godson of Zeus himself. It is the minister of the Church of Gains. It is Mr. 3%. It is Jonathan Hudson. Jonathan, welcome to the show. Thank you for being a part of it tonight.
Thank you very much for having me. I greatly appreciate this. Once again, like how I told you earlier, I've always wanted to do your show, so I'm very grateful, very fortunate. Thank you so much for having me.
I can never hear that enough. Anytime somebody says, hey, I'm glad that you well, that's a win. That is a total win for me. But that's neither here nor there. We got some questions for some of the people that viewed our advertisement on social media. We'll get to those in a little while. But I need to get the elephant in the room dealt with.
There you go. Starting.
No, I'm not going to. Not that elephant. I'm not going with that elephant just yet.
You already started.
Well,
you legitimately already started when you said you've never seen anything like this before.
Well, let's just
the last time you saw Hudson and myself, maybe a king, maybe a queen, and maybe some tag champs. Really? You've never seen anything like this?
Don't forget the tri-state champ.
Right, and the tri-state. So you are clear, and the evil genius. So clearly, you're as stupid as you look with a dress shirt and tie on during COVID. Like, really?
It's called being professional, but that's okay.
No, I'm called being comfortable.
I understand your outrage, and you're a much bigger star than I, so you don't have to dress to impress.
That's very true.
So here's what I'm not talking about that elephant. We'll save that for later. Got plenty of questions about that one for the second half of the show. But we're gonna go right off. It was October 3rd. It was about the midway of the show, and the fans were buzzing. The action was great. When all of a sudden, out walked the Kingpin. Out walked the Honorable Mr. P.L. Myers, and basically laid claim to all the gold in CCW and said, oh, by the way, when we come in force. Here's the force. And then all of a sudden, out comes a man that I have watched dominate everywhere he goes. And if you listen to the commentary on Fight TV, Powered for TV, and Amazon Prime, you will see me marking out, fanning out. I pop more than anybody, because I must have been the only person that didn't know this was happening at the time. And all of a sudden, out walks Mr. 3%. I'm like, oh my God, it's Jon Hudson. And I just went on saying that over and over again, like I was on a loop for 15 minutes. And Joey Ross, like, shut up. But it was that exciting.
You really should have took Joey's advice.
Listen, back when we were younger watching wrestling, it was all about the excitement and the surprise. We all remember when Scott Hall showed up on WCW and said, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. We didn't have dirt sheets. We didn't have internet. We had nothing, so we never saw it coming. He was on Raw the week before. So that's the kind of stuff that I love. That's the kind of stuff I miss because we're too educated now. Well, legitimately, Jon Hudson.
Did you know Sting was going to show up on AEW last week?
There was a lot of speculation, but that was.
But you didn't know. But you didn't know. You didn't know. Thank you.
I was like, if I had been Shivani, I'd have been like, my God, it's Sting. I would have done the same thing. But the point is, you don't get surprised that much in wrestling anymore, and that was a total surprise to me, as you could hear on commentary. So not only was it a surprise that my path with Jon Hudson crossed again for the first time in a few years, but secondly, Jon Hudson is now a member of the Chicago Connection, a historic faction, a faction unparalleled to any other. No offense, C-Red. But it's
just
the Chicago.
Rub it in, John. Just rub it in, huh?
Man, don't.
20 years.
We'll talk.
20 years of history, 20 years of success, 20 years of dominance. And just when you thought the Chicago Connection was gone, they show up, They take over. They beat up security guards. Cognito Jones shows up. It was an absolute melee, and everybody that's seen it says, wow, we can't believe that happened. Jon Hudson, you were the catalyst of that moment. Take us through your recollection of Grapple Masters when the bomb of the Chicago connection dropped and blew up Michigan City.
Best way to put it. It was kind of like the pipe bomb CM Punk promo type way. They pretty much just, me becoming part of the connection was very sudden. I literally got a phone call a week later. The show was there. I asked, what, is there anything you want me to say? Do you want me to do anything? And they were, they gave me some points, but they were pretty much just like, you seem like a kind of a pissed off, frustrated person. Just air your grievances, let it out. And I did. And that was somewhat of a shoot. And I mean that with all due respect. I remember during the promo, I said, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm not, wrestler, they play Halloween on Saturdays and wrestler on the weekends. I love each and every one of the people back there and who I've ever worked with and anyone who's ever helped me, but I truly believe that. I truly believe that they show up on Saturday, on the Saturday or the Sunday or the Friday, and they haven't changed. They look the same. Their work ethic might be a little better, but they don't look like a professional wrestler. If I saw them walking down the street, I would be like, oh yeah, he probably, works at Foot Locker, or oh yeah, maybe he's a waiter or something like that. If I walk down the street, I do something that consists of kicking ass or getting my ass kicked. I look like a professional wrestler. I bust my ass and you know what? I like how I asked you before this interview. Do you want me to be in character or out of character? How is this? And you said fun. So I take that kind of like a shoot. I bust my ass every day. Every day. I drop my oldest off at school. I go straight to the gym. Before I pick her up from school, I go back to the gym. And then I help her with homework. And then I'm super dad. I'm now super husband. When they all go to bed, you know what I'm doing? I'm watching old promos. That's a shoot. I'm watching old Rock promos. I actually took, and I'm not afraid to admit when I steal, because everyone steals. When The Rock would go, this idiot holding the camera, this chick gawking at The Rock. All I said was, this idiot holding the camera, this chick gawking at 3%. Why did I do that? Because I studied, and no one has done it in 20 years. And after 20 years, people usually forget. Everything I do, God damn, I'm sorry if I'm swearing, but I'm starting to get pissed because I'm like, every time I think about it, it's like, you know what? I see all these guys that just handed everything. Even, excuse me, it's 2020. Male and female, handed everything. They go from company to company to company to company, no questions asked. And it's like they don't appreciate it. It's like this is just something they just woke up one day and said, oh, hey, I got a good body, I might as well try it out. Or, hey, I got a fat ass, I might as well put a thong on and go walk around and be hot. Or since I was 9 years old, this is what I've wanted to do. If I could have gone to the gym when I was 9 working out, I would have, but my parents wouldn't let me. Since I was 12, I've been busting my ass in the gym to look the part. If you want to be the part, you look the part. And it seems like a lot of people out here, they want to be the part, but they don't want to put in the time to look the part. And I see all these people get all these opportunities and all these shots, and it pisses me off. It actually eats a hole in my damn stomach every damn day. I have to see these people on television that are just handed it because they're related to someone. Well, you know what? I'm related to Kate Hudson. I'm related. My aunt is Academy Award-winning Goldie Hawn. My aunt is Shirley on Laverne and Shirley. My cousin is a songwriter for Katy Perry. She wrote Dark Horse. She put Katy Perry on the damn map. My cousin starred in Mamma Mia 2. My father had two primetime television network shows back in the 70s. He was famous. He still is to this day. My mother danced my mother, who is British and from the UK, hence I have dual citizenship with the UK. My mother danced for the Royal Ballet. And if anyone out in the UK is watching, you know this dance group. The dance group is called Hot Gossip. You should look it up. Lavinia Lang and Hot Gossip. You know why it was called Lavinia Lang and Hot Gossip? Because Lavinia Lang is my mother. She was the front runner. I have everything. And I haven't been handed shit. I bust my ass every damn day, and I haven't been handed a damn thing. And I have all of that, and they just have a portion of that, and they get everything because they're hot. Because, like I said, they have a fat ass, or they're related to The Rock. It pisses me off. I have everything. And I get handed shit. When these guys came calling, I bit. And I am forever grateful for that. Thank you, PL.
That's
Sorry. That really.
No, that's exactly what I want to hear. That's exactly setting the tone for where we're going here. And that's my point. I have been around you for a number of years. I've worked with you some places. I've seen you fight some places. And I agree, you're one of those guys that has never handed a thing. It almost seems like you've had to work twice as hard for your opportunities. And I always wondered why. So now here you are.
I can tell you why.
Go ahead.
I can tell you why. Come on, man. Dude. Steve, I love you. See, Red, you already know I love you. Come on, how long you guys have been, I'll take someone's spot.
Yeah, I guess that.
I'm not trying to blow smoke up my ass or anything, but put a lineup of all the wrestlers in the Midwest. And I want you to point out the 10 that actually look like a wrestler. And not only look like one, but damn it, I'm sorry, once again, I know how to work. Not a lot of people. Yeah, I know how to wrestle. Yeah, Neb, but can you work?
It's a very, very important.
Can you put someone over? Can you be the champ and be the champ for so long? And then, see, Red, you know what I'm talking about. When your own brother, Silky Gaines, drops the elbow on you, cashes in, does the 1, 2, 3, and you go in the back and you shake his hand and say, it's your turn now.
Oh, that's right. Ooh, you sometimes forget how the past seems to come in and play a hand in the future.
It all history.
First of all, Steve, you've been stirring this pot all day.
I have not been stirring a pot. There's no pot. I was asking questions.
And the killer part is, this is what you wanted. You wanted some kind of head-on collision with me and Jon Hudson.
No.
But hold on. But not grasp the concept that he will forever, he can wear that shirt. He can wear it. But in his heart, he knows there's always, the door was never closed. Let's be honest. Why did the Chicago connection get to him? I was respecting the fact that he was being a dad and a father.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Oh, you know what, though? That shows how much of a man you are. Thank you.
I mean, let's be honest. When
my love for you went from here to up to there.
My difference is, guess what? You know what? I know what it's like to have small kids and try to work in this business. I know what it's like to try to be married and be in this business. I know. And some of y'all know I know. But the point is, so I had respect. Hey, you know what? Jon is doing the family thing right now. Okay. We gonna keep going. And whenever Jon is ready to, so when he walked through the door, out of that limo, I was just as shocked as everybody. But that doesn't take away the fact that I got love for Mr. 3%. I've always had love for 3%. I was the one, as you're trying to stir the damn pot, again.
Ridiculous.
Go back, Steve. Go watch those old films and watch the night that Silky cashed in. Did I know what was happening? I didn't know jack. But at the end, it happened. And guess what? There was no bitterness. There was no infighting. Like he said, he came to the back. He said, now this is your time. I'm moving on to other things. And that was all I planned, but it wasn't COVID.
To be honest, hey, C-Red,
it was somebody taking trailers and rings and, oh, did I say that?
That's another story. That's another story.
Oh, that's another
Coming
story.
January 12th.
Sorry
Coming
to cut
January
you off.
12th on this show, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that.
Hey, C-Red, sorry to cut you off, but the reason why I said that to him in the back is because even though he did that to me, the title still stayed in the ARC.
It stays in the family, baby. It didn't go nowhere.
You know what?
And let's be honest, you know, hell, shit, did I say that? We will, as long as it's defended by one of us, it's all good. So
there you go. And you know what? Just in this business, you know just as well as everyone else, never say never.
See, there you go, Steve. There you go.
You know what, C-Red, I'm going to give you a well-deserved compliment right here. I have never seen anybody that could teach a class in backpedaling and spin like you do. Bravo, sir.
First of all,
magnificent.
Nobody's backspinning.
You left out the part where you're like, hey, Silky, cash it in. We all heard you on commentary. I don't want to hear that.
Well, I tell you what. So since you know that, and all the fans are watching, I tell you what, go find that clip where you heard me tell Silky to cash it in.
I'm going to tell. I will find it, and we will talk about that.
And we will be waiting here till COVID is long gone and over with, and some other pandemic hit.
Come on now. Let's be positive. Positive show. We're powered for TV now. We're all about optimism in 2021.
You're never going to find it. Anyway, John, let me ask you this.
What's up?
Please, Steve, do not put that up. No, you'll never be a part. Let me ask you this.
What's up?
So, with all this being said, now, as far as I know, you know, they said, you know, there's power in numbers, but technically you're the only one I see that's got any power. I mean, you know, let's be honest. They got numbers. Don't think I don't have numbers. I always have numbers.
I know you.
You know me.
I know.
But you're the only one I see that's getting ready to lace boots up. I mean, don't that just sound a little weird? I mean, I'm putting it in perspective. You guys come out, you make this huge impact. But the only one that's getting ready to step in the ring is you. I'm just saying, you know, PL, I didn't see him being named in a match in April. But there's somebody that's on the screen, let's see, that's in a match in April. And we're not talking about Mr. 30% because we already know you're going to do something. Let's see, eeny, meeny, hell no, it ain't you. You can barely commentate. So that must mean, So I'm just saying, doesn't it feel, I'm not asking you to spill no tea, you know, even though, hey, if you spill it, you spill it. Or your wine or whatever your beverage is.
Wine.
That's what, hey.
Wine. I'll tell you why. Go ahead.
Hey, let's get it on.
Hey. All right, go ahead. Yeah, ask your question, and then we'll get in.
I'm just saying, doesn't it feel, it's almost like you go into war and you get ready to step on the battlefield and you find out you're the only one with a machine gun. like everybody else is like, well, we'll be in the back, in the rear, you know, like they expect you to be John Rambo. John, get it? John Rambo, John. Okay. They expect you to be Rambo and go slaughter everybody, and nobody else is there in the trenches with you. You know, just saying. You know, Steve wouldn't understand nothing about that. You know, he put on some tidy whities and called himself trying to play wrestler once. It didn't work out well.
My ass off to do that. I will not have you speak to me like that, sir. You have no idea what I went through to do that 3-minute shit. But that's neither here nor there.
You got your ass kicked.
P.L. Myers.
Again. Hey, can I? He was answering my question. Oh my God! You see what I got to deal with?
What is your question?
So again, don't you feel kind of left out, like alone, a man on an island by himself? If everybody else is in the rear and they sending you ahead, you know, go ahead, go, you go.
All right. First things first. A lot of people don't know this. I drink about 2 glasses of red wine a night. Red wine's like a vitamin, enhances red blood cells, therefore enhances more blood flow to the muscles. It's a little something. But hey, see, Red, when it comes to whiskey,
you spilling tea?
My wife gets it every year for Christmas. It's my big Christmas present. Lagavulin 16, Lagavulin age 16, single malt Scotch whiskey. I'm gonna bring some for you, and you are gonna fall in love. I give you my word. That's my drink.
See, that's the bond we have, Steve, not you. But okay, go ahead.
Anywho.
Hell, you don't even have to answer my question now. Hell, I just look forward to April. Hell, bring me.
Okay, all right. To answer your question, you're 100% right. There's I have nothing to say saying you're wrong. A long time ago, a while back, a handful of years back, I did a Ring of Honor tryout. The one thing I really took from that was Delirious, who was talking in the ring. He said, the most important thing for an independent wrestler is to be ready at a moment's notice. Steve, you mentioned it earlier. Thank you so much for doing this on a short notice. When it comes to something, especially wrestling, and wrestling is show business. Let's not beat around the bush. It's show business. If this is what you really want to do, you're ready to go 24/7, 77 days a week, 365 days a year, no matter when, anywhere, you're ready to go. I don't need anybody's help. I never wanted anybody's help. If I wanted people's help, you would see me instead of on Facebook, me doing, I did chest at the gym today and flexes and stuff. I would be posting pictures of me and my cousin Kate Hudson. I'd be posting pictures of old pictures of me and Goldie Hawn, my aunt. Old pictures of me and Katie as children playing. Look at me, gimme, like look how cool I am. Look who I am. And this is a shoot. I'm from Malibu, California, like Malibu. I had, and I said it in a podcast before. I hate saying this because I don't believe in it. I grew up very privileged. I had everything I could have ever wanted. Luckily, my parents taught me because they went after their dreams and they succeeded. Hence why I was so fortunate as a child. They taught me how to earn, how to earn and burn. If you want something, you go out and get it. And if someone tells you no, you politely say thank you very much. But in the back of your mind, you're giving them the finger and you're going to say, watch me, and I'm going to pass you on. And that's been my life. That's how it's been ever since. I've always been on my own. I'm very fortunate now that I have a wife that backs me up and supports me. I'm extremely fortunate for that. The sacrifices that I have put in for this business, I've been homeless 3 times. I was homeless in the wintertime in the Midwest in my car, my Infiniti G35. that I thought was going to be awesome because it looks so cool, but it's a rear wheel drive car and it doesn't handle snow. So, but that's neither here nor there. I've been homeless for this business. I've given everything for this business by myself. Yeah, my last name's Hudson, but I never used what I had to get to where I am or to get further. I'm trying to use my ability to work. I was fortunate enough with all this bull crap going on, this pandemic going on, the COVID going on, which everyone has their own opinions on, that John Ballard gave me a phone call. And then my very next phone call was P.L. Myers. I'm not going to lie to you, C-Red. If that next phone call was you, it would have been a different story probably. Not going to lie. And how you said I'm doing the family thing, you're right, I am. But how I said earlier, this is what I want to do. This is it. I know for a fact I was put on this earth to entertain and show my athletic ability, and that is professional wrestling. I am fortunate to be with a wife who understands that. Don't you ever think, well, actually now it's kind of going to be a little hard, but I appreciate that you felt that way. But if I would have gotten a call from C-Red first, I could be wearing a different t-shirt. But you know what? I'm wearing the Chicago Connection t-shirt. They gave me an opportunity, and I'm going to succeed. You know why I'm going to succeed? Like I said earlier, line them all up, and I want you to point out the one that actually looks like a wrestler. I want you to point out the one that actually can be like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that guy on TV. I want you to point out the one that not only can talk on the mic, but can also do it in the ring and not wrestle. Work.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say to that. First of all, my bad. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. You know. So maybe. So Steve, be quiet. God.
I find it hard to believe a man that's been in this business for 18 years could be so damn naive. Shocking.
I got you as a co-host, yeah, so that really makes me naive. Anyway, my bad. So would you be quiet? God. So again, my bad. I should have called, but I figured, hey, you would, you know,
man.
I figured you was doing you. So I can admit that was my bad. But second of all, can I come to the family reunion cookout? I'm just saying, you know.
They always start with praying.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's gotta be a ball. I don't care what nobody say. I just want to sit back and hear stories. No, that's what I like to do. I like to hear about people's lives. So.
All right. Honestly, if you want to hear some stories, you don't need a family cookout. You just need to talk to my dad, who you will, I know for a fact, you will definitely meet because they also live in Michigan. They're about like 45 minutes from me. You need to talk to my dad. My dad was in a band way back in the day called the Hudson Brothers. Speaking of England, actually, that's where he met my mother. He did a show called Bonkers, which was like a, like a 1970s sitcom type show with like singing and comedy and, the 70s style.
Kind of like Laugh-In. Along those lines.
Google it. That's the best. Yeah.
Hey, be quiet. Let the man talk. God. Okay, so daddy met mama so daddy is the man.
Yeah, you need to talk to my dad because he's like, I'm like, this it sounds so weird for me to say. Like, it doesn't feel weird. It feels weird as in fact is like, I don't want people to think that I'm better than anyone else or like,
But here's the real thing. And so since we shooting tonight, let me shoot.
No problem. Yeah. What's up?
Steve, first of all, shut up. Second of all, for anybody that doesn't know Jon Hudson, and again, I'm speaking of the man. I applaud you, first of all, because most people would have pulled every damn string they got. They would have name dropped every family member everybody they had, every connection to who they got connections to, and you didn't. I'm that dude. That speaks multi layers of your character, and
Agreed.
not talking your wrestling persona character. I'm talking about your character as a man. I applaud you. I've got, let's be honest. I don't know a lot of people per se. I've got a couple of family members too. You know,
Mm.
I could have pulled some strings. I came close. I really did. But I figured I wanted to swim or sink on my damn own, on my own merit. So 18 years later, I have no regrets. I mean, I have some decisions I made, things like that. But at the end of the day, I have no regrets. And you are the type of man. That's why we are still associated with each other. Because I
Right
have
on,
nothing
brother.
but respect. Because again, you didn't take that road that most people do. Most people do. Let's be honest. That's the world we live in. You know,
Uh,
they figure, hey, can we now that we doing this, Steve? Can we still cuss? We can't cuss. I don't
Well,
know.
we gave some liberties to John earlier. I would not continue along those lines.
Oh, okay. So let's be honest.
We'll work it out. We'll work it
So
out. There'll be
most
anything for
people
sure.
would fuck over other people, right? Let's be honest. Like, okay, I won't end on what they doing on that show that night. So therefore, I'm gonna fuck over that guy and get his spot. You didn't do it. So, dude, that speaks volumes to who you are as a man. So,
Thank you.
again, it is always a honor and a privilege to know you and call you friend. And whenever your dad is around, you tell me, cause I ain't gonna lie, I just like hearing about people's lives. Tonight, let's be honest. Tonight's original show was supposed to be me and see who phone going off,
Um,
and it ain't mine.
ain't
Oh,
mine.
don't mute it now, Steve. Don't mute it now.
That was not my
Oh,
fault.
anyway,
That
tonight's original.
actually it was P.L. Myers. If you must know, I send him to voicemail. It won't be good for me later, but I had to. You
Oh
won't
well.
shut up.
Anyway, tonight's original show was supposed to be about me and Steve, and I just wanted to hear about his life because here's the thing: people don't grasp the concept. Outside of wrestling, we have lives, people.
It's true.
We do. I'm sorry to tell you, we do. So I really wanted to just get to know Steve, but then he dropped it. He got you, and okay, everything. Put that to the side. Whatever. We'll say that for another show.
Cool.
But again, I just like hearing about people's lives, and not so much as about who they know, but I like to hear like sometimes just funny stories because when you realize sometimes in life, and me and Steve have had these moments, God forbid, but we've had. You find out they are so similar. Uh, just people's lives are so entwined, and it can be little things. Like me and Steve like the same type of music. There's no way in hell you could have told me years ago that me and him would have the same taste in music. So when we get on topics like that, you like that? What? Huh? What? So anyway, back to the interview. Steve, you can take over, ask the questions.
Well, that was good, and I like that kind of interaction. It's important. I think it shows different sides of our characters to everybody that watches us in the ring, which is fantastic. I was talking about C-Red being naive, and I didn't mean that in a personal way. I meant that in a professional way in this instant, because C-Red, nobody respects you more than I do and all you've accomplished. But I just had to say that you don't think that P.L. Myers and the Chicago Connection would just show up by April 17th and not have contingencies to support Mr. 3%, Jon Hudson, 100%. There are members of the Chicago connection out there, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say, that you don't even know about. So I don't think Jon Hudson's going to battle by himself. You know, Jon Hudson could go to battle by himself. Jon Hudson could go to war, like you said, John Rambo, any day of the week and twice on Sunday. In fact, the audience would love it. Jon Hudson setting up and knocking down 25 wrestlers to get to where he wants to go. It can happen. I've seen him do it.
It can.
P.L. Myers would never put Jon Hudson in that position, because when you wear that shirt and you wear that crest, it means something. It means you have people behind you that will build you up, not knock you down. And you are elite. You are something special. You are part of history. You're part of something bigger than you. And come April 17th, I listened to P.L. Myers very carefully, and he says the Chicago Connection is going to take over. I don't doubt it for a minute. And bringing Jon Hudson out as the first pawn in this chess game between Myers and John Bullard is a.
But see, there you go right there. There you go. Jon Hudson isn't a pawn. He's not a pawn.
I believe that's
Steve, I love you, but be quiet.
So
C-Red, you took the words out of my mouth.
He's not. He understand.
Hold on, C-Red. I'm a pawn, so I'm the guy in the front line. I'm the guy that only moves 2 spaces.
He said it.
I'm the guy that can only take things when I go diagonal. Don't screw when it comes to chess. You want to know something? You want to know a little tidbit about Mr. Hudson? Back in the 3rd and 4th grade, I was in the chess club. I could beat you in 3 damn moves.
I don't doubt that at all.
No, I'm not joking. You can look it up. Our Lady of Malibu, before I moved to public school, when I was in the 3rd and 4th grade, with Sister Mary, who was one of the greatest nuns I've ever met in my life. I could beat you in 3 moves. I am no damn pawn. You really want to know what I am? Don't get me wrong. P.L. Myers, Kingpin, Cognito. I'm not saying anything else, just what you saw.
And I understand this. So you heard that from Hudson's mouth, Steve. You were wrong again.
C-Red, let me get this out. Yeah, I got them. You're right. You are right, Steve. I got them supporting me. I got them behind my back. I got them building me up, doing everything that they need to do, that I need someone to do. But do not get it twisted. I am not a pawn. I am the damn king. Silky Gaines, C-Red, you know who I'm talking about. I love you. You can wear your plastic crown all you want. I'm the king. If you want to know who the king is, I'll make it plain and simple. Get in your gear, I'll get in mine. Let's just stand next to each other. If this were a real fight at a real bar, I would beat the crap out of everybody. Everybody. I'm a really nice guy. I'm a really cool guy. I'm a very respectful guy. I don't care what the color of your skin is, what political views you have, who you like, dislike. What matters is what's in here. I don't care who you are, but I am the most pissed off son of a bitch you'll ever meet. Because like I said, I see all these guys get handouts. I'm just going to say initials of someone because I don't want to. Actually, I shouldn't. You know what? I don't want to bring anyone up for privacy reasons, but Steve and C-Red, people that we have worked with, people we worked with that crash tested, which I consider crash tested to be like Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson is one of my favorite athletes in the absolute world, but he was taken before his time. That's crash tested to me. But we worked with some people that crash tested that were mainly one person that was handed everything and just gave it up, and then went to another company, was handed everything, and then just gave it up. I'm the king. I'm the damn king. I don't give up a damn thing. I never have. I've been homeless. I've starved. I've stolen. Every time I walk past a Sephora, the damn perfume, cosmetic shop, every time I walk past a Sephora, I get a sick feeling in my gut because that's where the things are this tiny, but they're worth $200. I used to have to go into stores like that and steal and then go return them at a different location store for a gift card so I can go on Craigslist to find someone who will buy those gift cards for 60% of what they are so I can get gas money to go to training. Not even a show. Training. I'm the king. Don't ever call me up, Steve. I love you. I'm not a damn pawn.
I apologize. That came out wrong. I was merely making reference to Chicago connection being a very.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry with you at all. Trust me.
Just don't call him a pawn.
I'm the most pissed off person you'll ever meet. I'm so cool though, but I love you. But like you said, Chelsea, this is somewhat of a shoot. I'm not. You ask me anything, I'm going to tell you the truth. That's the damn truth. I used to steal so I can go train. I used to, when I had hair and I had to dye it black, I used to do that in the gym. People would look at me like an idiot. So there were times where I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. There were times where I didn't have a car, and you know those bushes that kind of go up and then they kind of tear down like that, so there's a little spacing between them? They're all over California. They're all over the 405 freeway in Los Angeles. I used to live in one of them. And I dug up from by myself. And just like what you said, C-Red, I could have pulled all that Hudson crap any day of the week, but I didn't. The only thing that really saved me is when my parents found out I was homeless. They never knew I was homeless once. They never knew I was homeless twice. When they found out the third time, when I was 26 years old, they actually said, come home now. I went home, and they sat me down and yelled at me like I was in high school. Like, how dare you didn't call us? How dare you didn't call for our help? Why would I call for your help? I'm a grown-ass man. You taught me to go fend for myself. I'm trying. I'm going. So I've
been there.
Help me out. But real quick, C-Red, you need to talk to my dad. You want to hear stories about one of his best friends, which is somewhat of a reason why my new baby girl's name is Lennon. John Lennon, one of his best friends. You want to hear some awesome stories about John Lennon, Jim Morrison. My dad used to be signed to Rocket Records, which is Elton John's record label. Like, dude, you want to hear some stories? And I mean, like, stories.
We'll talk later.
Yeah,
they don't need to know all of it.
All right. Yeah. I can go on forever. Sorry about that.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that.
Steve, apologize.
I apologize. That was on me. That one's on me. Sorry, PL. Anyways, funny you mentioned John Lennon on the 40th anniversary of his death. That was a very, very tough day for me. So,
yeah, my dad cried actually.
Yeah, it's not a great thing that I've been living with for many years. But that's neither here nor there. So we've got some questions. I posted the advertisement on social media today, and I asked, hey, does anybody have any questions that you want me to read to Jon Hudson? So I got a couple.
In the pot.
I'm gonna start with the light one because this I think was a joke because I you know we all know this man and we all know that he's not taking on the either of you, but it's from Michael Bennett, aka Nubby, aka the Turtle. He says, can the Turtle take on both the ARC and the Chicago connection? And he says, I already know the answer. I just want to hear John's explanation because I know the answer is yes. That's pretty bold for young Michael, I would say, to think he's going to take on Jon Hudson and the Chicago connection and C-Red and the ARC. Seems like a bold prediction and seems like a whole lot of bad tidings too.
Well, let me explain before I let John annihilate him. Let me just say this. Just like we don't know everything about the Chicago connection, you still don't know everything that's going on in the ARC. Think about it. We have grown, we grew, we shrunk, we kept going and we grew. So don't ever count us out. Second of all, Turtle, I'm talking to you because I know you're watching. Nubby, guess what? Anytime you want to get your little pudgy self, put on your little Mutant Ninja Turtle singlet on, and you want to get in with the king, myself, or I won't tell you now, you'll just have to wait, or the queen, you are free to do so. But just know you're getting your ass kicked. Nothing personal. But if you step in the out, you're not the zebra. You're not counting. You talking about getting in there and putting them up. I gotta hurt you. I just have to.
John, now your response.
John, your response to Nubby.
Okay.
Has he ever met Nubby?
Oh yeah, Turtle was a ref at CTW.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He reffed the great silky screw job.
He did?
Yeah. You know that tape I'm looking for to hear you say cash in?
Well, I want to see it. I'll wait, but go ahead. Go ahead, John.
All right. Well, I can cut a promo, or I can just laugh.
It's your choice.
First, you know what? I'm going to take a line that I said during the promo on October 3rd. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. You know, I had a dream when I was 9. I'm making it come alive. What was your dream? Oh, yeah, to become a zebra. You count the 1, 2, 3 and shut the hell up. That's all you're good for. That's all we need you for. We don't need you for anything else. You know, actually tell you the truth, we don't really need you. There's plenty of guys that are willing to put on a shirt to be on what? Television now. Yeah, we're not in the little high school gym anymore. We're not doing the little like, oh, yeah, come and bring your kids on Saturdays and we're going to have a good old time. No, now there's cameras. Now there's promos. Now there's vignettes. Now there's bios. Now there's everything. But you know what? There's nothing on you. I think that's a stupid question. Now, that's when it comes to me. I'm going to answer for C-Red as well. There was a long time ago where C-Red and I were still like this. In my heart, we are still like this. But for business, we were like this as well. And I remember a time, forever in my heart, Mercer, if you're listening, you're always Silky Gaines, forever. There was a time where I feel bad saying this, but in the end, it's gonna make up for it.
Don't, because right now he a punk bitch anyway. So go ahead.
Okay, all right, then don't worry. Well, anyways, I didn't think he was that good at all. I didn't think he was that good. But then I kept watching him, and I could tell he was putting in the work. I could tell he was putting in the effort. I could tell he was putting in the hours. And I watched him in a dark match for CTW, and I was like, holy crap. Like, wow. And he came in the back, and I was like, dude, like, you've gotten really good. Like, that was amazing. Keep whatever you're doing, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Just keep it up. And he kept doing that, and he got better. And not only did he take the tri-state title off me, which I will never forget, even though I'm grateful to stayed in the ARC when I was once part of the ARC, I'll never forget that. I never forget. But over the years, he kept it up, and he's good. He's good. He is someone I would love to get in the ring against one day. It wouldn't end up good for him, but it would be a pretty fun show for the audience. If you want to get in the ring with Silky Gaines, he'll run circles around you. He's like the Flash. He'll go so fast, he'll take you back in time to when you were in high school and your belly wasn't there, and he'll still whip that ass. I can rhyme all day, baby. I can rhyme all day. I'm wine, I'm dine, I'm fine, and I'm chilling with some friends of mine. I can go all day.
Well, that was splendid.
Okay, I'll cut it right there.
Okay. that was really good. Okay, so a contemporary of mine, DDJ, who you recently did a podcast with, wanted to ask you.
We did a podcast. Everybody here.
That's right. Everybody here has done it, and he's really good at what he does. What to Say with DDJ, you can find it on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. He wants to know, what's your New Year's resolution, Jon Hudson?
All right. This is going to make me sound like a complete ASS hole. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. So what? I'm gonna wait till January to change. I'm gonna, you know, the one that makes me laugh the most is my New Year's resolution is to go to the gym. Why didn't you go to the gym yesterday? My New Year's resolution is to why do you have to wait till January? Why can't you just do it? I don't believe in New Year's, like new year, new me. No, it's still the same old damn you. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I really don't. I really don't. If you're looking for me to say New Year's resolutions to be the CCW champ, I already am. And yeah, I said that. I already am. Like I said, take a picture of the champ now and take a picture of me, and you tell me who looks like a champion. What's he doing? Hey, no, I'm not done. What's he doing right now? Not a damn thing. You know what I'm doing? Seeing as everyone's so scared of COVID, you know what? Eat a salad like the rest of us. Take your vitamin B, your vitamin C, your vitamin D, and your zinc, and you're fine. I've been going to the gym, literally, luckily, there's a little loophole where if you call it a private gym, you can stay open when everything had to close. I went the entire time with no mask. No one else did. I still go to the gym with no mask. No one else did, and I'm okay. My wife works for, actually, I probably shouldn't say it, but she works for a health department. She's a tracer. Don't believe everything you hear is all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. But what's the champ doing now? No. I'm not done. You know what I'm doing now? Since there's no wrestling and no one's calling Mr. 3%, you know what I'm doing now? I'm training for a bodybuilding competition. I'm busting my ass. Yeah. The Mid-Michigans. Prep starts in January. I'm training. The show's April 17th. Or no, wait. The show's April 24th. That's right. My bodybuilding show is April 24th. You know what April 17th is? Our next show, a week before, when I'm going to be my strongest. The best I've ever freaking looked. I'm 217 pounds now. My plan, my bulk, is to get to 245, and I'm going to cut down to 230, 225. And what's he doing? You want to shoot? That's a freaking shoot. I'm training for a bodybuilding competition. Not only am I a super dad, a super husband, now a super teacher because of remote learning, busting my ass in the gym, now I'm going for my IFBB Pro card. You know why? Because it keeps me ready. It keeps me ready. What is the champ doing? That's the one thing that pisses me off about CCW right now is they hand it to some guy that thinks going to promote them and put them over and make them look great. And I'm over here busting my freaking ass. I'm going for an actual professional bodybuilding card. I just blasted my whole family and I've never done that. What's he doing? On the show next week. That's something I would love to watch. What's he doing? Nothing. What am I doing? I'm training to become a professional bodybuilder because wrestling has been taken from me. You know what? You can bleep this. You can bleep this out. It eats a hole in my fucking stomach every goddamn day. Wrestling's been taken from me. And I'm still doing avenues to keep me in it, to keep me ready. Ready. This can go off at any time. Look, even my picture is me. Even my little screenshot is me punching someone coming out of the ring. Everything to me is wrestling. Yeah, I have 2 little girls. Yeah, I have a wife, but wrestling is number 1. And I have no problem admitting that, and they know that. Family comes first, but if I got a phone call today to be in South America tomorrow, I would be at the airport in 30 minutes. My bag's already packed. What's the champ doing? What's he doing? Not a damn thing. I'm the champ.
Strong words by Mr. 3% Jon Hudson about Shogun Chris Logan. That's you don't get much more direct than that. That's for sure.
Can I say something? Because it's kind of tense right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can put a smile on real quick.
Clearly, his wife knows he likes wrestling. He got 2 kids. So now ask the next.
Okay.
Hey,
now
real
ask
quick.
the next
Hey,
question.
real quick before you ask one question, can you give me like 10 seconds to go refill my wine?
Yeah, we can talk amongst ourselves for 10 seconds.
All right, I'll be right back.
Seconds? Wow. What will we talk about? See how you starting the shit?
I need
See
a
how
break.
you starting the part?
I need a break. That was too intense.
This dude get ready to come.
And I haven't even gotten to the tough questions yet.
So I suggest you don't get to the tough questions.
Man.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Hey,
I heard tough questions.
Welcome back to our Steven Seared. This is the Power Hour coming to you on Powered for TV, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. Our next show, April 17th. Get your tickets now. It's going to be a great show. Mr. 3% Jon Hudson is apparently the champ, and he will be there. And then April 24th, there will be a bodybuilding situation where he's going to get his bro card. So lots happening in April 2021 for Mr. 3%. And now my next series of questions are from a man that you both know pretty well. When he found out Mr. 3% was our guest tonight, he private messaged me and says, I'm not putting these questions out there because I don't want them to see it, because I want to watch the reaction when you ask them. And I respect this man, and I said, okay, I'll do it.
Man, ask the questions. We already know who it's from, so ask the questions.
So I'll call him Little Aaron from Rockford. His first question is, Mr. Hudson, is there a sexier man than you, and why is it definitely Aaron Xavier?
Is there a sexier man than me, and why is it definitely Aaron Xavier? That, I was always taught as a little kid, there's no such thing as a stupid question. That's probably the dumbest. I literally just got dumber by hearing that. That doesn't make any sense. This is the sexiest man alive, even though it's Aaron Xavier. First of all, bull crap. You done messed up, AA Ron. You done messed up. There's no one sexier than me. I can lose my hair. I could do anything. There's no one sexier than me. You know why? Because I never stop working. You think I just go to the gym? No. I'm on television now. Everything got to look good. I got to keep myself prepared. What are you doing?
Well, I wish I would have read these questions before I said I would answer them. Because
all of a sudden, you didn't. What kind of interviewer you that don't?
He sent them, and he asked me not to read them, and just read them live and go with it.
Keep asking. To me, he's AA Ron. He's always AA Ron. Okay. I keep asking his questions, but if one question doesn't pop up, there is something I do want to address.
Okay. So question 2 from AA Ron. And again, right now, wishing I had read these questions before I now ask them, could even you, the godson of Zeus himself, do anything for Steve so he doesn't look like a beanbag chair with arms?
Damn.
Actually, you know what? There is something I can do. I haven't spoken to him in a while. I don't know why. We got in a huge argument. My uncle Hercules, he gave me some of his some of his supplements pretty much, and they didn't really work. And I called him, told him what was up. You gave me bunk stuff. This isn't happening. And he got really angry. He struck me with lightning. And I haven't spoken to him since, so I'm sorry. There's probably not much I can do for you, but I did mention, eat a salad. So maybe
you did. You did.
A salad.
Well, we're happy about it.
John. We're talking about Steve here. We're talking about when we go out to eat, he walks past the salad bar. You know.
Salad. See, this is completely not. Anyways,
Past the salad bar.
We're moving right along. We're going to pass it. The final question put in by our friend Double A Ron. When the actual explicative is evil gains Knievel going to actually happen?
I'm going to start by answering that question because I want Aaron, who's a dear brother of mine. I know he hits me up a lot. I don't get back to him a whole lot because I got a 7-year-old girl and a 5-month-old girl. I never sleep. I'm always teaching. It's tough. But
and the Church of Gains, you're always in the Church of Iron.
You have no idea. I do my reps for Jesus 6 days a week. I do just like Jesus. He rested on the 7th. I rest on the 7th, and I repent for my sins in the church when I go do my reps for Jesus every day, 6 days a week. 60% of the time works every time. Aaron, so
like sex band.
I just want Aaron to say this. I did ask about Evil Gains Knievel coming to CCW. I did say that. I do want him to know that. But plans change. It's wrestling. The card's always subject to change up till literally the minute the match starts. Anytime, anywhere, if it can happen, truthfully, I think Aaron and I would be a really good tag team together. We mesh pretty good. We've always had a good relationship. We've always had good chemistry. He's actually starting to put it looks like from what I've been seeing on social media, it looks like he's putting in a lot of work in the gym now. From the last time I saw him, his body's completely changed. So now the gimmick would really, really work. And also just some of the, over the past year or two, literally we've been talking about this for a couple of years now. Some of the ideas he sent me, the
merch would be unbelievable.
Oh my God. No, he has some of the most amazing merch ideas.
Unbelievable.
Gear ideas. He had everything. It's just, we can't get it done. We can't if he's in a promotion, I'll contact the promoter, and then sometimes it's a maybe, and vice versa. It's just, we can't figure out that avenue where we cross again, but hopefully sometime.
You know why?
Yeah, kinda.
That's a dangerous ass combination.
I know.
And we were all together.
No.
So understand, I know better than anybody. Evil gains evil. Nobody wants to see that. Then the rest of the show, what is there to see? You done killed everybody.
Not only can we work, but we have a gimmick, and a gimmick doesn't. It's interesting. It's interesting. And we make it to where we want. We've talked about it and come up with ideas, and even the merch. You would just want to get. You want to get the merch. Just for example, one of the merch ideas. The Godfather with they're holding the and it says the Godfather. He changed it to Evil Gains Evil, but just others. It's he. Hopefully one day we can make it work. Hopefully one day, but like I said earlier, never say never.
Never say never.
The card's always subject to change.
The final question from the fans is from a big proponent of Jon Hudson historically, and a big proponent of the ARC and of CTW, is our friend Richard. And Richard asked the question, which I think is very interesting, and it kind of goes off of what C-Red was indicating earlier. Jon Hudson, who's better, the Chicago Connection or the ARC? He's putting it right out there. He's lobbing the ball. He's daring you to hit it. He's daring you to tee it up. Richard's got to know. And Richard is an intellectual fan, right? He knows everybody. He sees everything. He wants to know. Connection, ARC.
Truthfully, I know I'm probably going to get a lot for saying this, but
Stop. Because
Just
here's
asking the
where we
questions I
are.
was given.
No, because I'm going, if you allow me, to answer it for him. Jon Hudson will forever be a part of the ARC as long as the ARC is in any shape, form, or fashion in existence. Right now, Jon Hudson is part of the Chicago Connection. We accept that. We are fine with that. Jon Hudson is a grown ass man. So you can't compare apples and oranges when they're both fruits. You can't. So why people are constantly trying to stir this damn pot?
The question
Steve, Richard, and anybody damn else out there. Hi, there go Mama Red. Mama Red just walked past. Anyway, and it never happens. Like she never comes down here. Anyway, so you're not going to, that's somebody, and I respect Richard, but he is again trying to stir the damn pot, trying to make something happen where it's this big collision in April and it's the Chicago Connection. Look, that's not. I got to worry about a chick that should be in the kitchen cooking, a little Cambodian boy that need a hamburger. John, what you need to do is those games that have nothing to do with Steve, give them to the little Cambodian boy. Cause oh my God, I want to give him 35 cents. Cause every time I see him, I'm like, have 35 cents. He can eat today. Oh my God, that's all I have to do.
Oh my God, you're Sally Struthers now. This is getting insane.
Because that's how I feel. And then now they done went and got some person that wears a Halloween mask every damn day. I guess they that damn ugly that they got to wear a damn mask every day. So, I mean, I'm just saying. So that's what I'm focusing on, ladies and gentlemen, right now in April. Nothing else. I got other tricks up my sleeves, but don't try to stir this pot. Don't. PL, don't stir this pot. Don't. Y'all do y'all. We gonna do us. And here's the bad part. Because if the ARC and the Chicago Connection get on the same page, can you think of the hell that will be raised at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling?
That is a scary proposition for everybody not in those two respective factions. But those are good answers. And
do you want me to answer the question without stirring the pot?
I'm afraid, but go for it. It's your dime, brother.
With the Chicago Connection, I know, and I'm you know what? I'm gonna steal a line from good old Paul Heyman because I already know this is a spoiler. You're looking at the champ. You are looking at the champ. But all I've done is cut a promo so far, and I'll admit that. I'm man enough to admit that. I'm man enough to know that I can get in the ring with anyone, put on a show, and beat the crap out of them. You are looking at the champ. But all I've done is cut a promo so far. With the ARC, I became the Tri-State champion. So with the ARC, I became a champion. With the Chicago Connection, I am the champion. So no matter who I'm with, I'm a champion.
Well, that gave me goosebumps. Those were actually two very good answers, both from C-Red and from Jon Hudson. And nobody looks back more fondly on the days of the ARC and Crash Tested Wrestling than I do. I was fortunate enough to be in the best seat in the house, calling the action for some
And
real
the subject of our jokes.
and the subject of your jokes, which was okay too. Like I said, it was all a big family, and I enjoyed the time that you guys reigned supreme. And Aaron and Xavier.
You know what I miss? You know what I miss, John?
What's up, man?
I miss us walking out. And Steve always reminded you of that one uncle at Thanksgiving that just couldn't get up from the damn table. Like he just had to eat every damn thing that was in front of him. But he would constantly eat and be talking, so food be flying everywhere. I miss that. I miss us coming out and looking at it. And see, here's the part that's funny. Because
it's coming. The part that's funny is now coming, I see.
You haven't stopped. You've been banging and clanging. But see, here's the little no. Steve won't admit tonight that the last time he saw me in the ring, I'm slimmer, I'm quicker.
It's all true.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, this has to stop, but they so good. They so good. But
you know what? You see,
once all of that balances out, I'm good. But the co-host, right? And see, I don't even know how this is gonna look on TV, but I'm trying, people. The co-host right here, he's that uncle. Maybe I heard Jenny Craig. She said no.
My aunt Cindy used to be the spokesperson for Jenny Craig.
Well, I'm saying great. Good night, everybody. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, once again, I don't know how long we're supposed to go for or anything, but C-Red, if you don't mind me saying, you know what I truly miss, like truly, truly miss about working with you? I don't know if you remember two things. One, I did not like that Crash Tested wouldn't let us come out as a group. We always, you know what I mean? Like we were a group, but it was just you coming out with us. It wasn't all of us coming out with us. I hated that. But
I hate any promotion that does that. And not so much as hating.
Thank you.
But it's if we're a group, then we should,
The one thing I truly miss about working with you is that you were the only, and nothing against the connection. I'm so looking forward to working with them. They are so the PL will just hit me up just to see how I'm doing, which I'm like that. That's just amazing, especially when it comes to wrestling. You don't usually get that a lot. I love that, and I'm forever grateful for that. But what I truly miss is when my music would hit, and I would always tell you, go, and you would always walk out first, not me, even though it was my music, and I'm the one wrestling. You would always come out and just set the tone. You know what I mean? Like you did that for me.
I got the heat, baby. I had the heat.
And you
they hate, because look at Steve. Steve is easy for us to make fun of. So.
And most people, I'm the wrestler. I'm the one they're watching. I'm coming out first. I knew that. I can see that about you. And that's why I always tell you, go. When you're ready, go. And I'll follow you. And every time you put me over, and I am forever grateful for that. You're always a brother to me, man. Definitely.
Well, I never had a problem with that. I mean, okay, let's go back to shooting. When this thing started, and this is even on Steve's, part. Family is an understatement, I believe. Everybody at that era, I'm not going to say that company, I'm going to say during that era. And the reason why, you guys know why. Anyway, everybody did their job. That was, I don't know, John, if you watched our show when we did a tribute to Animal.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
One of the things that, it stuck out is, here's a guy that is known worldwide, globally, and the last time he came because he wanted to, because he loved the atmosphere. He loved how everybody work together, and that's one of the reasons why I love CCW.
Dude, did you just quote my post? I literally posted that. Like when he was there, I am so fortunate that he commentated the match that you were actually a part of me, which I'm so grateful for. But you took the words out. Like, you're right. He took the time to talk to everyone. He took the time. Like, dude, you couldn't have said it any better. You couldn't have said it.
But that just shows again, even down to again the commentators. And the one thing that I loved about Steve could work with anybody, because I know there were times when him and Swink couldn't be there and they would put somebody else in there, and he can just flow with it. And he can keep whatever was going on in the ring, he can keep it going, whatever happened previous show, the show before that, and the show before that. But again, then the wrestlers, guess what? Everybody did their part. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what made every fan during that era love that company.
Look at the roster.
Well, I mean, the roster was, oh my God.
Not only, I'm sorry to interrupt you, C-Red, but not only the ARC, we had Kylie Ray, we had Aaron Xavier, we had Justice Jones, we had Nick Brubaker, we had Zero Gravity, we had the N-words.
Jake Parnell.
Yeah, he was in the match with me. We had we had Jason Hades. We had a stacked roster. Like there was our roster just yelled words of success. I'm thankful to know it wasn't the roster's fault. It was
it was
nothing to do with the roster at all. There was people lurking that caused.
Yeah, if they did it right, that roster, like all these promotions out. I'm not going to say their names because I'm not. I would love to work for them for someday. But all these promotions that have the pretty much identical roster that we had crash tested. Come on, like really.
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm loving this feeling that I'm getting from CCW.
It's pretty amazing.
Again, I think we're putting John Bullard has put the pieces together just like before. It's different pieces, but guess what? Now, but he has figured out where to place these pieces at and how to utilize. And again, so I think already, I think the sky's the limit. So I personally, again, I can't wait to see, not just in April, but just hell, anytime that they say, let's do it, let's go. I can't wait to see with the Chicago connection, the ARC, Youth Gone Wild, the Man with the Concrete Hand, the EWAP, anybody. I can't wait. I can't. And I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not gotten your ticket now, what better Christmas gift to give yourself is to contact Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. Get your tickets for April. You will see everybody on this screen. Steve, Mr. 3%, Jon Hudson with the Chicago connection. Myself with the ARC. Oh my God, what better? I understand it's going to be kind of late. You can't unwrap it right then and there. It's almost, we're like that PlayStation 5, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll get it at some point.
You just can't get it right now.
Right now, but
it'll be there, though. It'll be there.
Powered for TV streams in the UK, and we're now happy to be a part of that family, and we're hoping that the people over across the pond like what we have to say. I think we've done dynamic work here on this show because Mr. 3% is spun gold. I listen to Jon Hudson read a damn phone book, and you don't get more entertaining than see red. So putting this show together, It was easy. It was easy, and I knew it would be a home run, and I'm going to watch this thing over and over. Not because I like being called a beanbag with arms, not because I want to hear about salads, but because this is straight talk. This is what wrestling is all about, and this is why we love this business. You can hear the passion in Jon Hudson. You can hear the passion in C. Red. And that's what you want. That's what you need. And that's what you get with Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. It's 100% pure adrenaline. It's 100% passion. And we are going to put ourselves in a position to be the very best. And to be the very best, you have to have the best people. And you've got Jon Hudson. You've got C. Red. And you've got the rest of that roster. You've got John Bullard pulling the strings. And my God, April 17th, if you liked October 3rd on Amazon Prime, Powered for TV or Fight TV, April 17th is going to blow your barn doors off, people. It's going to be the greatest show you've ever seen. Just show up to Michigan City and see the damn show. That's all I have to say about that. Jon Hudson.
I'm going to say, did you see how he ignored the salad part? That's all I'm going to say, John. He ignored the salad
I will have salad soon. Jon Hudson, thank you for taking time tonight. They're very fond of you across the pond because that Chicago Connection promo was spun freaking gold. C-Red, you're an icon. Everybody knows it. And, I'm just happy to be here. On behalf of Red and Mr. 3% Jon Hudson, I'm Steve. We'll catch you on the next installment of the Power Hour. Thank you, Powered for TV. Thank you, John Bullard. And good night, everybody.